getting ready to do this project that I want to share with you all. I'll turn the camera on and show you. I'm all set up and ready to go. All right. Bring this camera a little closer. Sorry about the bumpy ride. So let's get going on this replacement part. The parts came with the tools I needed. I already have one of these screwdrivers, but I don't mind having extra ones. There's two different sizes, I guess, for two different size screws. So we are going to shut her down. We're going to unplug. She's already unplugged from the power. Now we're going to get her unplugged from the Ethernet. Since it has to be plugged in all the time, I just go ahead and use Ethernet for the internet on this, and it reduces one of the devices on my cheap internet account. So then I have one less device that's using the Wi-Fi, and allows me to let some of my other devices have the Wi-Fi. So I guess I need the smaller one. Here we go. We're going to take out the screws. I'm going to remove the screws from the back. And I'm going to set them all. This is my sewing machine cord in the way. So I'm going to set them next to where they go, so I don't lose track of where they go. So not these, because they'll fall off, but I'm missing some screws from previous repairs. So I just have to remember that I have 4 here that go to the front, and 4 here will go to the back. Okay, I don't have one there or there, but I have 2. I guess I only have 3 to go back here. Maybe it would be good to order some screws, guys. These are different kind of screws, though. There we go. Got all the screws out. Now, just got to take the backing off. Like that. And there is the computer. All right, next we have to, I don't have screws on any of these. See, I got this used, and I think someone else did some repairs and lost the screws, because I didn't do that. All right, well, so I'm watching this video on how to do it, but they didn't send me that tool. So I'm supposed to be able to pry up on this, and I don't have the tool. I'll try to do it with my finger, but it's not coming. I have to re-watch that video. Okay, I was able to get it loose. So that's loose. I don't know if you can see. So that, I've taken that off.
There's another one of those screws right here. So I'll take it out. Now, if you have a magnetic tip and it lifts the screw out, you probably want to bring the screw over the battery this way as opposed to this way so you don't drop it in a nook or cranny. Mine stayed in there, so I'll pull that out, and now we can pull the battery out. So it fits under this area here, so you want to hinge it from the back. So you want to lift up.
Okay, so I moved the camera so hopefully you can see better what I'm doing. So I already pried this out. Probably guessed by now what I'm replacing, which is the battery. Okay, so we unplugged this.
Because you could break it, and that's one of the reasons we made a backup, because if you break your computer, you want to be able to recover your data.
You can watch the other video where I replaced the RAM last time, so
Okay,
if you
we have
watch
that loose
that.
now. Next, we want to remove this screw here. It's a tri-lobe, so I'll be using this Y3 bit.
Moving this one. I'm going to set this back here. And then he says the next one is over here. There's another one of those screws right here. I'll take it out.
Pull the battery out. So it fits under this area here, so you want to hinge it from the back. So you want to lift a portion towards the middle of the laptop and then slide that out. And here we have the battery. You can see it's kind of puffed up there. We'll get the new battery out. So this is thinner here. And this is an aftermarket battery, but my original Apple battery did the exact same thing. So with my new battery, I'm hopefully going to power cycle this on occasion to help prevent this from happening. So this old battery I had says it was 63.5 watt hours. This new one says it is 65.7 watt hours. So I don't know how accurate that is. So I'll put the new battery in the same way the old one came out. I'll slide it under here. I'll press it down. Okay. I'll make sure these screw holes are lined up.
Oh,
Need to
no.
move it over just a tiny bit. Looks like
The
that's
screw
about right.
thing
I'll put
broke.
the tri-lobe screws back
Shoot.
in.
Looks like we broke the plastic. Oh. Wow, that just came right off. This just came right off. And it smells like it was melting or something. Well, let's hope it goes back on properly. So that's okay because it's the part on the battery that broke, not where the screw goes. So here's the new battery. So we're going to put the new battery in. And it has the little piece right here that obviously just kind of disintegrated when I pulled it off. Huh. All right. That goes in here. Okay, so we have to put it in like this. And then we put the screws back in.
Okay, that one's in. And then we'll put this one in.
That's in.
Yeah, mine went right in. Yeah, I think that's a little hard to cover it up.
Now, if you're very careful, you can turn this over and open it up and make sure it powers on. And I usually like to do
Okay,
that.
that's
So if it's
in.
not on, make sure you check your connections or something. But I'm just going to reassemble them from here on out. So I'll put the Phillips bit back in.
Okay.
I'm going to put all these screws back in, and I won't.
I don't need the video to put the screws back in, so let's put her back together and see if she's working. put the case back on. I better change that. Put the screws back in here.
I think I need the smaller one for these.
There. Now we'll put the screws back on the front here. We'll put the screws back here. Very tiny screws. Ah.